And there we are, I think.
Maybe.
Maybe. So hey, we're gonna pretend like we're talking to chat, even though we have no idea if chat's here or not.
Wow.
Wow,
Right?
hey, whoa, everybody,
Wow. Yo,
slow
what
down,
up?
calm down.
Yeah, right. That's hilarious.
Because I'm nervous about is that I'm on the wrong YouTube channel right now.
Oh, okay.
But I don't
Cool.
know. I think it's fine.
See, I've always watched it on Twitch, so like I just figured you streamed from there.
That's how we did. Because normally he's the one that runs it, but since he's not here, they told me I should try the YouTube
YouTube
channel.
wins. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
because
enough.
if we do them on here, they automatically stay on the channel. And like I've already gone
Okay.
through like 16 of them where I like download them from Twitch, re-upload them to YouTube, and it just takes absolute ages.
Well, yeah, because well, A, internet. Um, and
Well,
B, the fact that you're trying to do it and like that's a major media file. At that point, that's like
yeah,
what you all go one in almost 2 to 3 or 4. So like
it's
that's
it's
some time, buddy.
it's several gigs. I think they're
My
usually
gosh, how long does that take you?
it depends. Because like even now I'm wired in. I have a cable running
Okay.
all the way from the living room down the hallway, down the stairs, and it stretches across the stair railing, sits on top of a clothes hamper. This little router does, and then two more
Right?
cords come out of the back end of that, and like are not even touching the ground, just straight plugged in the Xbox and straight plugged in the computer.
Heard. How
But
long a cord did you need there, buddy?
longer than
What
what I
was something
got.
like, yeah, fair. Do you have like some connector in between?
Just the router.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
It's pretty much just a Ethernet extension cable at this point. But
I mean, that's what it is.
I want to get back on your Spurs topic though.
Okay. Yeah, respect. So, context, I guess, would be that I've never really been able to get into the NBA or basketball, besides Texas, I guess. So,
Yep, and that breaks my heart. So I've been trying to drag him into basketball, and
yes.
he came out here telling me that he's a Celtics fan. I Anybody that pays attention to that knows that fuck the Celtics. So
I've heard one of
I've
the
been trying to
argument.
find him somebody else, and he picked the Spurs. I'm fine with him
Yeah.
picking the Spurs, but I don't want like
So, like,
I don't
there's more context here. You're right, because it does sound a lot like some kind of like
like
bandwagon.
jumping on the first
But
round pick
like,
bandwagon. See it every year.
yeah, and so my defense here would be that I've watched the Spurs before on one of their playoff runs. Long enough ago, I don't remember, but one.
Yeah.
And I've got family in Texas, so I always have a Texas connection anyway. Um, and it's odd that my family in Houston doesn't really like the Rockets, I guess. So,
Why don't they like the
I mean, I'm
Rockets?
not. I don't know. I've never actually gotten to
Because they like
ask.
the Houston Astros, but what's wrong with the Houston Rock? I mean, I understand why they wouldn't like the Rockets, especially the last couple of years. Their
It may
whole
it
young
may
core is
just
a
be
bunch
my
of dickheads.
grandmother. It may just be my grandmother doesn't like basketball. I don't know. I have to ask.
Oh,
And I could be completely wrong, but I just remember watching the Spurs 2 years
is she one of those kind of
because
people?
it was a series against the Pacers for sure.
Is your grandma one of those
And
kind of people?
what?
Hates basketball?
I don't think she likes any sports. Let's be honest. I
Oh, like
mean, she
including
likes
baseball?
Louisville Cardinals.
Louisville
I think she likes
Cardinals?
the Louisville Cardinals. Yeah, but I don't think she's ever actually watched like. I don't know if she has
Anything?
watched a game. Yeah,
Yeah.
like when they lived up here, I think she went, but that's about it.
I used to go to at least one Louisville game a year. I'm not even a Louisville fan, but my mom is.
Isn't that a
So
Louisville shirt?
it is actually. I actually got this one at a Goodwill. But
Nice, nice.
I have Louisville shirts from the Louisville like basket the Yum Center. There we go, the Yum Center.
There it is.
I
Yeah,
went
that one.
I went to a Kentucky game one time, and they had a shooting contest, and I won. So I got a free
Oh,
basketball
that's
shirt from
cool.
them. It was what's that bank? Wester Westerfield, something like that.
I
I
was
don't know.
I listen to a lot of Boston Bruins hockey, so the bank I'm used to is TD Bank. But that's different state.
And see, I think your drive to want to go towards Boston, I think hurts me.
Well, and so I think one of the big reasons I really kind of want to get away from Boston, there are a couple. Every team I follow is like dominant. And I'm not gonna lie. Like Liverpool, major dominant team in soccer. While recently, the last couple, I'm gonna say 30, although I've only been watching since 14, I think. Um, they haven't been as good. Like back in most English history, they were amazing. And then the last 6 years, we've been at the top, if not at the top.
But see,
So,
that's my thing though. I feel like people see like your other teams, and then like I get worried that they're just gonna assume that you're
that like all the winning teams, and like I have ties to the Celtics. Dad was a Celtics fan,
yeah.
but it's not really my thing. So, well, maybe it, I don't. Irregardless, your hate for them really, like you're just like the burn in which you continue to say it has kind of like made me want to go. You know what? Maybe I should find another team, kind of. So he's not as bad on as well. Because like it's not, I'm not into it anyway. Like the Celtics are always good. It's always like this is the year. So it'd be nice to like actually see Dynasty, and then it winds down. They could come back and do something, or if they could keep it going for a while.
I don't know. I just think it's really nice to like when you watch a young team that you follow and you follow them when they're not very good, and then you start to like watch them come up and you can like genuinely be like, I was there through the trenches. Like I was there through all the bad times. I was there for all that. I get to like you feel like
Brag about it.
you feel like you're growing with them, and you feel like when they win that all those hard times that you went through the past couple of years staying loyal to them, you feel like like all that pays off. Like when the Thunder win a championship, oh my gosh, which they're going to in the next 10 years at least, at the most.
Okay.
They'll win a championship in the next decade.
Uh, what are the odds that the Spurs and OKC then like trade off or are like battling for it and they're in the same time frame?
As far as I know, the Spurs still got some more
I
work to
mean, they
do.
got building to do for sure. That's like, and that
Yeah.
was another defense I was going to come to for the argument of like the Wemby thing is like Wemby doesn't go there and all of a sudden they're about to hit the playoffs. I don't think. Like he is great, he's going to do a lot, but the rest of the team around
If you can
him,
stay on the floor.
I don't think it's well, and if he can stay on the floor, because I think he played 2 games in the summer league. The first game he did meh, and then in the second game he went off. But either way, the summer league's not really a way to judge
And
that.
then what did he do for the
But
rest of the games?
uh, he actually, they said they were sitting him to like get his conditioning together or something.
And I said him because he got injured, and they didn't want to test it, so they just benched him instead of trying to make him go back out
Oh,
there.
I didn't know he got injured. I thought he stepped back because he wanted to work out.
It wasn't like
But
anything like serious. It was just like we're good. Like you don't need to play anymore
okay, fair enough.
because they don't want to
But either way.
crash their new Ferrari before they even get to drive it.
Get it out the parking lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So that's another defense I have. It's like he's not going there, and then all of a sudden I think they're like bound to win the NBA championship. If he is good enough himself to get them even in a playoff picture,
Yeah.
I'm already mightily impressed. So it's like that's one of those things I feel like, okay, if I was gonna do it, maybe this is a good time because even though it may seem a little bandwagon, I guess they are that young team. They are gonna have to go. I mean, most of their guys are
Yeah.
under 24, 25.
Because like for the Thunder, I have like a theory already planned out and everything. Like
All
we have
right.
all these draft picks. We're gonna trade them to get a pick where we can draft Bronny, and then whenever we draft Bronny, then LeBron's gonna want to play with him. So then we'll sign LeBron in free agency, and LeBron will win a championship with the young core that is the Oklahoma City Thunder. I didn't say I was happy about it, but
I know your opinions there,
but
but
but wherever Bronny goes, LeBron's going, and the Thunder have every draft pick in the world to trade to get.
to get him, yeah, and it would be the first father-son duo that won it. So I mean, the history's already written if they were to pull it off. My, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna make it that long, if I'm being honest. I
I
just
mean, he just
like
has to make it this year.
Bronny didn't come. I thought he had 2 years. Is it just this year?
No, because yeah, Bronny's already in. This will be his college year, and then he'll be draft
Okay.
eligible the next year.
Yeah, but what LeBron's what, 41?
Uh,
40?
I thought he was like 38.
Oh, I thought he was already in his 40s. No offense, LeBron, meant by this statement, but
Nah, we saw the footage link from or the footage leak from your practice the other day showing off your gray beard, LeBron. You looking old as shit, boy. Yeah, he's 38. He's 38.
okay, okay.
Nah, dude,
Yes,
there
okay.
really was like
So,
this video though of him at practice the other day, and like his beard down and everything, and then all this right here was gray. On like the little
well, I
outside middle
mean,
parts, it was just gray.
it happens to the best of
Hey,
us,
I'm
you
not
know.
hating on it. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah, what is it? There was a quote in the first Fantastic Four. I like the old man look. You know, it's coming back.
Oh, was that Mr. Fantastic that had
Um,
the look?
yeah, Johnny was talking to Mr. Fantastic after whatever experiment went wrong or something happened.
I missed those. I actually went back and watched those movies. Like I think it was last year, and I actually kind of forgot how good they were.
I mean, they had moments for sure. Some of them were pretty good. Others, like the first Fantastic Four was really good. Obviously, like Thor, Iron Man, Eugene. The
The
original, the second Hulk was pretty good. I wish they'd have, I'm glad they finally picked a consistent Hulk. And Mark Ruffalo has done very well.
I don't really remember the
So,
Hulk movies.
uh, the first one, easily forgiven. Not gonna, like, it's just weird, twisty, uh,
Like they tried too hard on the
not,
story.
not so good. Yeah, yeah. And then the, like, drama they tried to throw into it is just kind of bad camera shots. Anyway. Um, the villain is his dad, who becomes basically living electricity or whatever element he touches, I guess.
That's kind of fire. That's sick.
Ha- yeah, but it was a really dark movie, so like even the action scenes were kind of like
No,
you're squinting to see everything.
it was supposed to be more
Because
like
it's all
thrilling
dark,
than action packed.
I guess.
No,
So, the second one have you ever seen Fight Club?
see what?
Fight Club?
A little bit, but I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Good man. So, the main actor in that, not Brad Pitt, but the other guy, he's the Hulk in this new movie, in the second Hulk,
Mm.
I guess. And so he's on the run, trying to figure out a way to keep his heart rate down. And he's being pursued by his girlfriend's father, who is the general of the U.S. Army, because they see him as like you're from our gamma radiation, we own you. So like you're our living experiment, you're coming back. And so he ends up running into some super villain, a villain he had made somewhere back in times. Um, the time point I don't really remember, but the villain is the Abomination, and so the Abomination is like not reverse Hulk, but it looks like you would turn a human body inside out almost. Yeah, because he's like muscle, like he has no skin, it's all muscle. Then his back is like you can see the giant bones protruding from
He's
his
jacked, dude.
spine. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's the main villain at the end. Somewhere throughout there, there's a villain arc that I don't remember because it's that easily forgettable. And then throw in a little love romance with the lead actress. Hey, that was the movie.
See, now I had on the PlayStation 2, I had a Hulk game, and it was by far one of my favorite games, I think, because you got to just run up skyscrapers, grab helicopters out of the sky, slam them down on the ground, make things explode.
Yep,
Like that's what the
I
Hulk should
remember I
be.
had the exact same one. Yeah,
Did you
and
really? That
you
game was
basically just
so awesome, dude. And you pick
yeah.
up the big
Did it
balls
have
of the
like
gas
those?
stations.
Oh, yeah, I think so. And it like the giant skyscrapers you could run up and jump around, and then it had
Yep.
like a fog effect you could only see so far out,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah,
that game was
yeah, I
awesome.
had the exact same game.
I
I had
loved
it
that
on the
game.
Wii though,
Ew.
right? Curveball. Yeah, so growing up, all I had was a GameCube and a Wii until my brother bought the Xbox 360.
Good man.
And a whole new world.
Yeah.
Now, I grown up with, yeah, right? I had grown up with all the Halos originally, and I had all of that. But because I had helped my buddy beat them growing up, one through three. So when Jack got the Xbox, we got Reach, and like we were able to keep up for a while.
Yeah.
And then when he got the like Xbox One that came out after, gaming kind of ended. But at least it was there first.
Dang. Yeah, cause
Yeah, like but the OG years of my gaming are the GameCube with like Smash Brothers. There was a Shrek game, couple others thrown in, Mario Kart, and then the Wii. We had Smash Brothers Brawl.
classic.
I think what was it? The original James Bond like game.
007 Goldeneye.
Yeah,
Had that one on the 64.
that was so good.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, really, I don't remember the others for the. Oh, we had Modern Warfare of all games for the Wii. Not that we had internet to play online, but at least we knew
oh
the
yeah,
campaign.
yeah. That was cool though, cause
Yeah,
you actually had to aim the. They actually sold little.
yeah,
They actually sold little plastic like weapons, and you could slide like the remotes into, and you'd have like a full gun.
I remember the. Yeah, and they really marketed it well for that time. Unfortunately, that. Oh no, we had the other one, World at War. It had like
The
it
first
was
ever
the
zombies.
Japanese like. Maybe I didn't play zombies on it though. I
You
played the
had
campaign
to.
because you had the Russian guy,
You had to beat the
the
entire campaign to unlock zombies mode.
oh, maybe that's why I never did it.
Yep, it was like a hidden like thing,
Feature.
and then it was so popular that they were like, we gotta make more.
You know what? Money.
Exactly, because the only thing that
Yeah.
zombies was it was I think it was I don't think I'm wrong. I think I got it right. I think it was three guys that worked on the game, and they were just like in their free time, they were like, let's do this. This is fun. We like it. So like they made it for themselves, and then they're like, we'll slide it in the game. And then people,
Right?
of course, found it, and then we're just like, this is awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
more. I want more. Yeah.
Yep. And then
Yes,
came the
sir.
legendary Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and Black Ops
Yes. I
3.
remember the Black Opses. I remember one and two, but then I kind of lose track of Call of Duty until
Yeah, it
what
gets
was
real
it?
messy for me. Like, there was Black Ops
Yeah.
3, Black Ops 4, which I never even played for, and I'm glad I didn't because apparently it was trash.
Right.
But then I don't know, there was that, and then like they re-brought out two more Modern Warfares. Cold War was out. This one actually, which is for some reason sitting here, World War II came out somewhere within that time span. I think this came out right
Yep.
the year before the Modern Warfares,
Yeah.
which that game wasn't too bad. World
Yeah.
War II was actually pretty good. Advanced Warfare is in there
What was
somewhere.
it? Yeah, I was about to say Advanced Warfare. Okay, cool. And then we get Warzone, and Warzone's kind of where I caught back up. I
I
had
hate
Cold
Warzone.
War and then Warzone.
I hate Warzone like so much.
Yeah, the first one I didn't get either game to begin with. So I'll start
Yeah,
there. The first one I like got, I guess, like 6, 8 months after it been out. So like I avoided a lot of toxicity, I guess. Well, even when I got on, like, man, I'm not. I'll admit, like, I am not the best like shooting game player. I enjoy them, but I'm not like going ranked against somebody. And so, like, some of the people on there, it's just like, yep, and I'm dead. Oh, hey, what do you know? I'm dead, and I'll go off for like 10 kills,
Yeah.
and then I'm dead for the rest. Yeah, so
Like the people that
it's a
put
give or
their
take.
lives, heart, and souls into just sliding around and reload canceling and spraying you and
Yeah,
hitting you for like 3 bullets to the head and then taking a sip of Mountain Dew while they use
death.
their other hand to slide to the spawns and trap you again. Yep.
Yep, yeah, all
Yep.
the fun jazz. So that's kind of I haven't played the second one yet. I should at some point download it to play so I can give an honest judgment of it. But from what I've heard, like I know my church buddies love it, but you talk trash, so
Hey, we've had a lot of fun on Cold War though here lately.
we have. And hey, and I've been loving zombies. I always love zombies.
Yeah, I always love
Zombies is like
zombies,
OG.
and I don't know. I guess I just slept on how good the zombies actually were in this game, so now I'm late. But now I'm going back and
Hey, at least you're at the party.
yeah. I mean, I'm usually late to the parties anyway, so that's fine. I'm late everywhere, especially to the gym.
That's accurate. Yeah, right. Oh, you still getting shredded though. Bro showing out.
Bro, showing out. Yeah, so Chad's seen me on here freaking trying to flex myself out sometimes.
Hey, don't stop.
There was
It's
a
it's showing you're doing the work.
there was a video that almost got posted on here the other day because he was trying to click live before it happened, but I was like this chair was like flipped over. I broke off both the earmuffs off my headset. I was like
Right.
shirtless and I was just screaming at the camera with my mic muted, so he's just watching me screaming dance to this 21 Savage song.
Nice.
And that
Yeah,
probably
I
would have
mean
been
we
the
took
closest because
pics
like
today.
vein was busting out of my neck and everything. I was tensing up so hard.
Mm. Man, I wish I had your I you know, but I wish I could be that shredded. I'm gonna get there one day.
Well, I'm never gonna be shredded because I'm never gonna eat right. Like I'm proud of
Well,
myself for
I'm
having
never
this
gonna get
protein shake right here.
dude, I need to go buy protein tomorrow.
Dude, we finally got the vanilla. Yeah,
Nice.
it's a totally
Do
different
you
ball
like it?
game. I got my fruit back in here again. Cause those other
Good,
ones, it's
good.
just milk, that nasty chocolate, and then some of those throw some peanut butter into it because it's that nasty.
Yeah. I mean I never get the chocolate flavors because they're just no. And then I don't really
It
like
was
the
on
peanut butter
clearance.
flavors that much. I know, I
You don't like
know.
what flavor?
I usually peanut butter,
Oh,
which is weird. Just like I'm a sucker for Reese's,
well, it's very
but I've
overbearing
never
though in
met
those
a.
things.
Yeah, it really is. So usually I go for like Rise's Fruity Pebbles if I can get it.
Which I think is funny. I don't know why it just is. I just think a bunch of big, strong, burly
Yeah.
man with getting their fruity pebbles on. I had a hard workout at
Hey,
the
it
gym
makes
today. Let me get my fruity pebbles.
exactly. You already got it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm sure it's delicious though. I love fruity pebbles. Fruity pebbles is like a top five cereal.
I'll buy it tomorrow before the gym and I'll let you try it if you bring a shaky.
That's a lot of stuff for my little brain to remember.
Oh, thanks you. I'll remind
Es-
you.
especially depending on if my brains get fried tonight.
I'd say the odds are good.
I'm gonna be
The
bad.
the weather is seeming pretty hot lately.
I'm gonna be bad. I'm doing the bad thing.
Oh, okay. Why? Like, what made you decide to? I mean, you know, I can't hold you to like the standards I have for me, but so go for it.
I just have to not get connected. That's all I gotta do.
The
That's
I
all I
mean, but
gotta
that's
do.
you. Well, but that's you.
I
So
know.
like,
But that's why I have to
you sure?
not let that be me. This is kind
Good
of like
luck.
this is kind of like me testing myself to see if I can do it or not.
It's okay. Okay. You're sticking your toe in the water, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, dope. Let it ride. I expect to like text in the morning of how it went.
And you want details?
No, I'm good
I'm
there.
gonna get you every single detail. This bead of
At that
sweat
point, just
ran
like
down in between her cheeks.
at that point, you might as well just film it. Like, just go ahead and pull out your phone, and be like, "Yep, honey, right there, right with the baby birdie."
you,
Uh-huh.
you've been saying I need to write a book.
Nope, no.
I'll write the
I'm ready.
50 Shades of Matt.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to get on some chat sites, and I was typing out some pretty spicy stuff at the time. So
You would be one of those guys. It makes
yeah,
so
I
much
mean,
sense. And not even in a bad way.
Merry
It just
Christmas.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, my childhood was youth was filled with a lot of that.
I do want to send a. How much do you think it costs to send a letter to England?
A letter to England. Probably at least $50, I'd imagine.
$50?
That's just spitball because like normal, you could have pack. Well, it depends on how big it is. Like a single little letter, maybe 10. I don't know what the crossing the waters fee would be, but even in America, you can get up to like 5, $6.
Let's see. Uh, oh, for $1.50, you can send a 1 ounce letter or postcard to any other country in the world.
Oh, that's nice. I'm way
Dollar,
off then.
$1.50.
Hey, I'm glad to be wrong.
Wow. That the YouTuber that I've watched for so long that I think I showed you the video of him talking about Tala in his live stream.
I think so.
He's having a kid in like a couple months, so I wanted to send a letter from me and Tala and see if he'll read it on the
Oh, that'd be
because
nice.
that'd be cool. Because Tala would freak out over because Tala likes him anyways. So especially if he like was reading a letter and like read Tala's name out, Tala would go crazy. She'd be like,
I
oh,
bet.
she'd be like, Daddy, Daddy.
No
It'd be
way.
so cool.
Right?
I want to do it so bad.
You should try. I bet he'd do it.
Yeah, I guess people have been sending him stuff like crazy. So he's like, stop fucking sending me shit. And then he'll be like,
I'm tired of it.
but if you're going to, here's the PO box.
Right. If you're gonna do it.
But yeah, because people send shit to his house, and he's like, don't find out what my private address is and send me stuff. He's like, if you want to send me something, just send it to this PO box. Leave my house alone.
Yeah, right. Because that gets dangerous.
There was a week ago. There was a guy that like ran into his dad's house and took his dog, and then like the police had to do like a search around the area for this guy's dog because it's really on like a camera of a dude breaking it, like just walking into this guy's house like in all black, picks up their dog and runs out the door.
That's wild. What kind of dog was it?
It's just like a little sausage.
That's
Its
wild
name is
for a
literally
sausage.
like it's like Tweenie or something like that.
Dachshund?
Yeah,
Huh.
that's the name of it. It's like I guess it's like a little dachshund. It literally just looks like a little hot dog with legs.
You know, I bet there are like 20 different breeds of
Really?
dachshund or different kinds. So, I mean, they have them for every other kind of dog. I
I
mean,
thought the sausages were special.
I mean, they are special in that they are the only kind of sausage, I guess. But there could be like a long-eared dachshund or like a short leg, long leg dachshund. I don't know.
Short leg, short hair.
Short leg, short
Like
hair.
looks like a literal
Solid.
hot dog.
I
Twiggy,
mean,
Twiggy. That's its name because it looks like a little twig. Twiggy.
that's its actual name.
Its name is Twiggy. Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna 100% bet dachshund.
Okay, if you could have any dog, what would it be? Any kind of dog.
Ooh, question. Irish Wolfhound. I've always wanted one of the big, or maybe I would just go straight wolf at that point. Like, why not? I've really always wanted to have a wolf as a pet anyway.
I saw a thing where like there was like a bunch of little dogs and like somebody had a pet wolf and they like walked the wolf into like the area and all the other dogs were like bowing down to it and like running away from it.
Oh yeah, that is an apex predator. They know
Yeah,
it. Just
that
walked into their domain.
they knew. They were just
Yeah,
like, "Yes, Your
it's like
Highness. Yes."
yeah, because we think like huskies are big. Like wolves are bigger than that.
Yeah, wolves are big as shit. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I think it was like especially when I saw like when they were talking about like the prehistoric wolves, like how big they were.
Okay.
Have you seen those? Those things are like
This would have been like the time of the saber tooth, right?
I would say so. I guess somewhere around in there. But
I can
these
imagine how
things
big it
were
really
like
is.
God. I don't even know. They were just bears, like massive bears, but in wolf form.
They would have had bears too. Just giant, massive, massive
Those
bears.
wolves would have fucked up them bears. I think.
I'm still gonna bet on. Well, it depends. If you catch like one or two wolves by themselves, my money's on the bear.
Yeah,
But
but
if it's a pack of
how
wolves,
often
yeah.
do you catch one or two wolves by themselves though?
Eh, I mean, we do have the entire expression lone wolf.
Yeah, but I think that expression also comes more from just the fact of them getting like severed from their families. Not necessarily that it's a common thing.
That's fair. I think it is more because it is uncommon, but usually that means that they were either kicked out or wanted to start their own, I think.
And how gangster is that? Just be like, you know what, I'm gonna start my own family.
Let's start my own pack. Screw you.
Kind of sounds like a cult. And what's he do?
I mean, animal cult.
Does he like bribe other wolves? Be like, hey man, grass is green over here. Come on over.
Probably he would have to show dominance of force through like take on the leader of the pack, or like fight a strong male to win the acceptance of other males around him. I mean, there would be some like deer when they're fighting over mating will lock antlers, and it's like whoever wins the headbutt wins.
I like that noise.
Oh, that clack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that,
Hmm.
and I also like the what are the giraffes that have? They're like giraffes, but they're like the size of horses, and they have like the round antlers. They're always spotted. They're spotted like a giraffe. They have a long neck, but they're like the size of a horse.
My brain went to a longhorn ram, but now I'm definitely confused. Google.
Google.
Almighty Google. All knowing, it's not really almighty. All knowing Google.
Giraffe horse. Oh.
I
Oh.
bet you it's a thing.
Um. I think it's extinct.
Yes.
The thing I was thinking of, I don't know, it might be extinct. No, wait a minute. Okay, so what I was thinking of is
What's it called? I bet.
okapi.
An okapi.
Yeah, but it looked like that, but the thing that I was thinking of had antlers, and that one didn't. So I don't know, but they're basically just tiny giraffes with antlers.
Okay.
And
I'll have to Google it.
yeah, and I don't know, they have like these really really rounded horns, and they'll just take off full speed and just bam. Like
I mean,
I feel like the deer like to sit there and kind of do like
oh,
their uppercuts and everything, but these just straight full on.
Well, so you're probably thinking of like there's like an antelope, or there's a certain kind in
Uh,
Africa.
Oh yeah, Africa for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm playing in the same ballpark now. I know what you're saying.
yeah. So I always thought
Okay,
those were,
cool. Yeah.
and they have a
So
Pokemon I think
them
even
and
themed after them.
it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, there are a lot of creatures on this earth now that have a Pokemon based after them.
A lot. Yeah, they're running out of ideas.
Yeah. Um, okay, favorite Pokemon.
Zapdos.
That's fair.
I only had to think
I
about
like
that one.
Charizard.
Yeah, that's why you
I
got
like
like
dragons.
that's
So,
why you got like that Machine Gun Kelly song, man, spitting fire like a Charizard.
uh-huh. Yeah, that is a strong reason why I enjoyed that song. But I mean, I've always admitted he is pretty good, and I do like him.
Yeah, people just be bitches.
Yeah, and the whole MGK or MM thing,
People be bitches. And fuck Megan Fox.
right?
Yeah, you're the perfect
Yeah,
person for this conversation. Tell me your thoughts on artificial women.
artificial women
Artificial women.
define
Like when you look at
like
Megan Fox, does any of her body or face look natural to you?
I don't know. I haven't seen Megan Fox since the first Transformers movie. Send me that picture. But I mean, from what I've heard of you or him discuss it, it sounds like she did him in pretty emotionally bad. So,
Oh, it almost got her
no,
facial
no.
features. Come on, there you go.
Wow, no, that looks like a doll they
Yeah,
painted.
exactly. So,
That's frightening.
yeah,
I
women
mean,
that make themselves look like that and care so much about the external.
yeah, it gets to a point like just accentuates. I personally don't like a lot of makeup anyway, so I'd rather have a girl who like just accentuates the positives of what she has.
Yep.
Like, yeah, yeah. But
But I did learn that
in their words, we
apparently
have a beard.
some girls actually find it offensive when you tell them that you like them better without makeup. Because I've heard from the other side that they don't like, or that they put on the makeup because they like how they look when they put it on and they have fun doing it and blah 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 blah. So they don't care what you think about it. So whenever you tell them that you like them better when they don't wear it, you're, I guess in a sense, to them insulting them.
Oh, my sincerest apologies, man.
Hey
I
man,
meant
hey man,
nothing of
hey
the
man.
sort.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm
I
just
need all
trying.
the help I can get, apparently.
I'm just trying to help you out by relaying. That's what this podcast is all about: is relaying
I
information.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That's what can I say?
Yeah, I mean
Who
that
wiser to
doesn't
learn
shock
from than
me. I
I?
mean, I don't. Anyway,
Get this man out of here. Why did I even invite him? Ban him from the Heathen camp.
oh,
Ban him from THC.
well, it was
Which
fun.
how sick is
Pleasure meeting
that?
you. Y'all have a good one.
Which how sick is that?
What?
The Discord channel is its initials are THC.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I came up with it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Man, get that shit out of here. No, that's it. Oh, look at me and my
It'll serve its purpose.
nicotine. Yes.
Did you
Great
introduce the
effort.
pouch finally? Finally.
Do what?
There it is.
Yeah, took
I
me a
was gonna
second.
ask if you got your pouches.
Yeah, it took me a second. Yeah, I did. Took a little
Fair
extra
enough.
longer than I would have hoped for, but that's okay.
Oh, did you go after the gym, I reckon?
Uh, yes, and I was terrified because I genuinely wasn't sure if I was going to make it to the gas station or not. And thank God,
Oh, were you?
and before I left, I was like, why's that gas can laying up here? And I was like, I'm gonna use it. So I was pouring gas from the gas can into the car, and I was like, now that'll help me make it from here to there, and I don't have to get gas yet. And then the
That's
little lights, like they'd already been flashing whenever I left the house. Like whenever it doesn't show the mileage anymore, it just shows the flashes. It was on that when I left the house. I drove
oh my.
I drove, sat in that traffic for like 20, 30 minutes, all the way over to her grandparents' house, and then up to the gym, and then down to. That's why I told you I saw you go into the Mexican restaurant was because I went to that gas station right
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah.
I did all that with all those lights
Traveling.
flashing at me, and they were slowly just blinking faster and faster and faster and faster. And I was like, please make it.
Just you're sending that prayer up, my brother.
Yeah, like I was looking to see if my good karma would come in because I thought I was gonna have to cash it in. There was one day I was taking my sister out driving.
Right.
I don't even think I ever even told this story. Uh, but do you know what Road 86 is? It goes from like
Not offhand.
it goes from like Central Hardin through Cecilia through Howe Valley.
Oh, it starts out on a kind of a hill. There aren't many houses around to the right or left,
Yeah, like
but there are
if
some
you were
nice
coming from
houses.
Central, you'd go like past the dollar store that'd be on your right, and then you go up there to that red light, and
Yeah.
yeah, and you go down that way, and then but I was like a few miles down that on like the really big steep hills that you were talking about, and this guy's car had broke down like right on one of those hills. So
Yeah.
I like went like a half mile past him, and I looked at or like while we were passing him, I looked over at Lauren. And I was like, am I supposed to go help him? And she was like, I don't know. Do you want to? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to. And then she was like, well, then go ahead then. So I'd like yeeted over into this abandoned house. They like pulled over into like their overgrown driveway, and I
Right.
like looked around and had my little villains on, and I
Of
ran up,
course.
I ran up the road, and I was like, hey man, you good? He's like, yeah, my car just broke down. I was like, you call anybody? He's like, I'm trying to. I was like, well, just put it in neutral. I'm gonna push you into this driveway back here. And he was like, okay. So he was like calling on the phone and steering the steering wheel, and I was just out there on 86 and my little villains, and I pushed his car probably like half a mile, and he turned it back into dude's driveway, and then I was like, all right, man. I was like, you got a hold of him? Cool. All right, have a safe one. And I took off running
Yeah,
back
see
down
ya.
the road and jumped in my car and left.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
But so I'm hoping that maybe this was like, and since until this moment I hadn't even talked about it, I'm hoping that maybe that's why I made it to that gas station that day. So hallelujah.
I think God was just having favor on you. But yes.
Something he was like, let me sprinkle a little more gas fume in there for him.
Right.
But
Ah,
it was just I was
that's
already
me.
so late to the gym, and I just wanted to be at the gym, and I was tired of driving in traffic. I was like, just get me out of this car.
Dude, I know that feeling. Like there have been a
So I was
couple
willing to
days
push
leaving
it.
work on a Friday. It's rough because traffic on 65 has just been horrible. There have been every Friday. It seems like there's an accident around about 3 o'clock, and I'm leaving at 4, and traffic's already at sitting at like, oh, we're at an hour wait. And I'm like, man, I gotta get home. I gotta get my hours. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't
I
know, dude.
don't need none of that, man.
They're like they how long have they been doing construction out there? It feels like they've been doing at least a year.
Yeah, they stopped for a little bit, and then they started doing it again. I don't know what happened there. Um, Quite honestly, as long as I've been driving 65, which is most of my life, and I mean all the way to Chicago, south to Gulf Shores, there's construction somewhere on that road at all times. It never ends.
Well, yeah, I mean for sure, but specifically in that Shepherdsville area, there's been very
Yeah, I
consistent
mean, it's
construction from the stretch of Shepherdsville to E Town. there has been very heavy construction over the past year.
For about a year and a half,
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Because
Like, it's just
originally,
crazy.
originally when I started at Amazon, I was driving myself, and then I had a couple buddies who were working there too,
Yep.
and it got to the point that like the exit I got out on was so short and bad that like traffic was flying at 65, 70 still through construction, as it always does usually.
Yeah.
And
Because
I
people don't
had
slow down like
like
they're
10
supposed to.
yards to get on. Huh?
I said because people don't slow down like they're supposed to.
No. So I had like 10 yards to get on, and like, I'm gonna die. Because a couple times people would just, they would send semis, like dump trucks, to break and go under construction. And you'd have to get going from zero to merge with traffic. And then, yeah, I
Yeah.
was done. So I started going to E-Town to just go ahead and hit it. That way I'm through it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Get on it early. And man, like, there's only been a stretch of like 6, 8 months where I was driving 65 in 2 years. In 2 years.
What'd you say?
There's only been like a stretch of 6 or 8 months where I haven't had trouble with
Okay.
65 in like
Yeah.
2 years.
I don't know, cause like, especially like when I was doing my little weekly drives up to Shepherdsville and everything, or
Right?
twice a week, I guess. I mean, it was just like even for me, like they were just doing that one construction on like that exit beforehand, like so like after
Hmm.
Shepherdsville, but before this exit in Shepherdsville, I guess. Like in between the Amazon exit and the exit that I
Yeah,
got off
16
at.
and 17.
Yeah, dude, there was always something going on in that curve up there. And it was like always somebody wrecking, always an entire like
Yeah.
lane moved like 4 lanes over with cones, and everybody's still bumper to
Yeah,
bumper
right?
doing like 70 plus. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like that's how it felt when I went to St. Louis. You're like chilling on like the interstate, I guess, and then like it's
Right.
just like there's not even traffic coming like right up against you. Like everything has like the roads has grass in between it. You're just open road, and then it's just like bang, you're merging in with city traffic at full speed. There's like 6 or 7 lanes of bumper to bumper
Uh-huh.
going 50 plus, and you're just like, I don't even know like what what lane I need to get into. I don't even know how I would get into whatever lane I need to get into. Like,
Right? Like, what am I even trying to
yeah,
do here?
dude, it's just chaos. And I'm like, how do people live like that? That's one of the things that that throws me off about the city so much. How do people live like that? It's like sardines, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. You've seen where I live, my man. I don't do city. Like, I love people. I love being in a city for a while, but I would not live in a city. I mean, I may have to for a while anyway, but
It
it's
just
not my choice.
it just seems like if you wanted to go somewhere to just become the societal standard, you go to a city.
Right?
It's like you go to a city to get brainwashed by the city because it doesn't do anything else.
And there is so many like sociological traits we could discuss within that statement, psychological traits to discuss within that statement, political statements we could even discuss within that statement. Like what you just said
Yeah,
is a base, yeah. Like
yeah.
you're no kidding, bro.
It's just it's just so
It's whack.
weird. Like I don't see why like people can just be so willing to not think for themselves. But
I don't know. I've always done pretty good at it.
they say they're thinking for themselves, but they're so like off that like it's not
Sheep.
even funny.
Hmm. Yeah, I have to remind myself every day I walk in that Amazon building that I am a sheep. I'm not a sheep. I'm a person. Ha, funny Freudian slip. But like they don't care about it. It's you're a number.
Yeah, I mean that's all you really are in the city too. You're just one of the
Hmm.
million people that live in that like 20 blocks of or whatever. Like
Yeah, right. New York, 10 million people.
yeah, like that's disgusting.
Yeah,
We were like it's so beautiful. It's like
it's pretty bad.
it's just trash everywhere.
Now,
Whether you're talking about the
have you
people
been?
or the talk, Talking shit about the people from New York now. Fuck you, New York. Fuck your sports teams. Fuck your people. Fuck your rats.
Yeah. I think I took Boston as a fan of a lot of things because I was just so tired of New York. Like I hate the Yankees.
Yeah, but
And I found
Boston's
a good
right
team
up
to
there
deal with
though with the
that too.
Yankees.
Well, Red Sox, yeah, but Boston Bruins are nothing in comparison to the Rangers. Actually, they're better than the Rangers. Anyway,
Well, it's hockey. Nobody cares about that.
I lad, and you can write off now.
You know, I did see this thing that I mean, it was complete crap, and there's no way it was true. But it was saying that like hockey was the second most viewed sport in the world, and I was
So
like,
in
there's
the,
no shot.
I think actually it's like third, second or third, because like most of
But that doesn't even make
the
sense.
like, well, hold it. Let me see if I can find the statistic
Like you
real
got
quick.
Canada.
No,
Where else is hockey really, really big? Russia.
yeah, Russia, Ukraine, Czech Republic,
So
Denmark,
just all those big
Sweden.
ass countries over there. So it's
I'm
like
not gonna
hockey's
call
only
them
big in
big,
like
but
all the massive winter
well, gee, why would
countries.
hockey be big? Yeah, bingo. They need ice. I mean, you don't see people shipping. I mean, obviously, princes have the money, but they don't really play hockey in Dubai, my dude.
Yeah. So it's just like all the
It's a
cold
northern.
like populated countries that just
Well,
have
that's
so many
like
people just
so.
focus on hockey.
I mean, in America, the you've got most of the teams that focus on like hockey are northern Minnesota, New York, Pennsylvania, um,
Yeah. Tampa Bay.
Nebraska. I'm talking about college, but yes. And then when you look at college like
College
baseball and
hockey.
football, all the South, like Harvard and Princeton have amazing hockey teams. All right. When's the last time we were talking about Harvard football?
Harvard has a good hockey team.
Michigan has the best, actually.
That's
I
so
think they were the most winningest.
you wouldn't
Yeah,
think
Harvard,
Harvard to
Princeton,
have
Yale.
a hockey team.
Why? They're based out of the North.
Yeah, but they're all a bunch of like yippee smart people. You wouldn't think they'd be punching each other in the face and slamming their heads together
There's some hippie smart people that want to go and, punch people in the face with, pads and sticks on ice.
and not go to jail for it.
With more, yeah, and not go
Yeah, I
to
like how
jail.
you could just straight start beating the crap out of somebody, just straight up assault them, and they're like, "Oh, I did it in the name of the game."
No, see, I mean, people get in trouble these days for if you drop the gloves and they don't, you'll get in trouble. But usually you don't drop the gloves
Wow.
unless it's determined. But that's NHL. I've only watched like three college hockey, no, five college hockey games between like, and I'm talking UK and UFL. I'm not going to Michigan to watch a hockey game.
Why not? You got something against Michigan?
Well,
You think people from
no, just the
Michigan smell bad?
gas.
Clip it, Chad.
That
Clip
is
it, Chad.
totally.
And he just said people from Michigan suck eggs.
No. So, I was stating that the money it would take to go up there, the time, it is not feasibly as worth it in comparison to going to Louisville.
I think hockey's just. I think it's just missing something.
I, it's not everybody's sport.
I feel like
I
they
for sure know
definitely need to
that.
fix the offsides. Or not the offsides. What is it? The like once you cross that dotted line with the puck, you can't go back behind it.
No, you're thinking offsides.
Okay, yeah, that shit's ridiculous. Let them use the court.
I mean, I with my soccer background, I disagree, but I respect that it is also the hardest thing to understand in soccer too.
If they would take it away from soccer, the games would be so much higher
No.
scoring and it would be so much better. Like it'd be more entertaining. Maybe the sport
I mean, I
is.
love a good 1-0 game. What do you mean?
There's no way,
Oh
dude. The
yeah,
1-0
dude,
games are so boring.
the last three Champions League finals were 1-0s.
Yeah, that's boring.
Nah,
You
it
don't want
was
to watch people
great.
like duke it out. Like, oh, he retaliated.
That's what I watch
Oh, he
boxing
came
for.
back. Oh,
I
like
mean,
that would be
it just depends.
great.
So, in retrospect, I have seen Liverpool do it twice. So you have Borussia Dortmund in I think it was 2015-ish. They were playing at it was at Liverpool, I think, at Anfield, and so Liverpool were down like 4-1, and I had left the beat ups to go home because like there was 70 minutes left. It was kind of over. There was no way. Or no, they were down 3-1. And then as I get home, they scored the third goal. I get it up on my like laptop in time to see them score the third goal and tie it. And then they go on to score the fourth and win it. Was it a great game? Yes, it really was. However, I enjoy a good defensive drawn out. I mean,
No,
because you still have
because
what you're talking
look
about.
at the excitement you just missed.
But what about
Because
the
you knew
heartache
how
of like the
slow and how
guy?
boring the game is, and you were like, "Wow, there's no way they can
It's
score
not that
2 goals in an
slow.
hour and a half."
Not an
Like,
hour and a half. I left with 20 minutes left.
oh, you said there were 70 minutes left.
No, there were 70 minutes in. I apologize.
Okay, but still, like even then, like
Yeah.
you still have 20 minutes to kick a ball in 3 times into a giant rectangle. Like, you shouldn't be so willing to just give up on it. Like it should be more high scoring. There should be
Well,
like
see,
the chance for you to be
but that
expecting to
was,
come back. Like, and that also makes you
but that
sound
was
like a
really
bandwagon too to leave whenever just because your team's losing. But
okay. So hear me out. Liverpool had not yet shown
kind of like
the.
you
This
did
was
with the
back when they
Astros the
were
other day
just.
too. They were losing, so you
Bro,
left
I
early.
was so tired. I had been up for days. I was on day 8 of 9 from work. I was
Bandwagon, bandwagon,
exhausted. I
bandwagon,
wanted to
bandwagon,
sleep.
bandwagon, 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 bandwagon.
Oh yeah, I bandwagoned to a team that got caught cheating, and I've been made fun of for it since day one.
And you still suck them off because they won. Like nah, they cheated. And you
I
defend it, which
mean,
makes me lose respect for you. You defend cheating.
dude, dude,
I thought you were a
have come out and
stand-up
said that
moral guy.
everybody was. So many players have come out and said they were doing the same stuff, just the Astros got caught. So I respect it, but
Well, then I don't
there
respect
might. I
them
mean,
either.
I don't know.
I bet Freddie Freeman didn't
And
do
you're
it.
allowed that opinion.
I just
Who?
baseball is just a pure thing, man. You can't fuck with baseball. Baseball has a purity
Well,
and
okay.
like
So
a kid
what do
like
you feel
energy
about the
to.
pitch clock? How do you feel about the pitch clock? How do you
I'm,
feel about
I'm
the
fine with the pitch clock.
designated hitter?
I don't think the pitch clock's that big of a deal, so I'm kind of fine with it. The designated hitter, I kind of liked
I kind
whenever.
of like the pitch
I
clock.
liked when the designated hitter was in the AL and in the NL. So like if they played it like if the NL team was the home, then the AL's pitchers had the bat. Like I like that shit. It was fun.
Well, so but you enjoyed the like purity of the old game then.
I enjoyed there being both varieties.
Okay, so let me get your opinion on this. A buddy, I was listening to a podcast recently, and he was talking about how like he doesn't like that a lot more teams are competitive now. To go back to the old school way of baseball in the playoffs, that way all these rentals that like, because he was pointing out that like the Cubs at like 500 or just above, and they're like third in their division. We're going for some good players. And he was like, I just go back to the old days where like you had great teams you knew had a shot were going to go in and let them duke it out so I can see what these good players do on good teams. Would you get into that?
I mean, I don't know. I just kind of see it as the same as just like even with basketball. Like I mean, you kind of know that they're going to do what they're going to do, but that's part of what makes it so exciting is whenever you see like a young team like the Thunder, where like you see their potential and you get to see them as all the young guys, and you still know that they could go into the league and be destructive and everything, and maybe have a Cinderella story at the end.
So like Cincinnati right now.
Yeah, but of course, they won't because it's Cincinnati. But in theory, yes.
Well, yeah, in theory. Now, I'm
It,
just discussing the theory of the matter here.
I saw they're looking to trade their Rookie of the Year winner, Jonathan India.
India, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of makes
I think they were looking for
it does and it
pitchers.
doesn't make sense. Yeah. Well, do you know if they ever traded for anybody? I didn't keep up with him
No,
at
I just
deadline.
heard that he was like up, or that they were considering putting him on the block.
Yeah, I'd heard the same thing because I thought they were going to try and get a little better before the playoffs. Because like India is good, but I think they were thinking they could get a good, like, couple good pieces back. But I don't know if they did.
I'm just still confused on why the Rays have such a good pitching, like starting pitching rotation. So they traded for more starting pitchers to add to their like to
They're
add to
looking
their
at it
rotation
like,
now.
yeah, but so like I wanted the Astros to go get it back because like we don't have Brantley. I don't think he's coming back this year. But we got Altuve and Bregman, or not Bregman, Yordan Alvarez back, and both of them have just popped off. So I mean, we kind of got some bats back. So give us a good reliever and another starter. I think we actually moved up where we need to.
I think it's really weird that you guys
Now,
got Verlander back.
I do too, and I think the really big thing with Verlander was that we didn't want to give him the extra year, and he wanted it. So now that he had the extra year, that they weren't going to be on a winning team, the Astros don't have to pay for him this year or next year. He's just kind of like, well, we just kind of got the best of both worlds. Thanks, buddies.
The
The Mets are keeping his money.
there's a pitcher for the White Sox who made his comeback this season from cancer,
Yeah,
and in his return season, he just had surgery, like Tommy John surgery.
yeah,
That sucks.
yeah.
Come back from
That
beating
really
cancer
does.
and then have to go get Tommy John surgery.
Be out for another year, major surgery. That's rough.
Especially on like your body that's probably still trying to recover from cancer.
Yeah, right?
That
Like maybe
sucks.
you came back a little early, bud.
Or
I
maybe
mean, I'll
not.
pray for
I
him and
mean,
the
maybe
family,
not
but
even
it's
that.
just
Maybe it
tough.
was gonna happen anyways. But maybe just like maybe just retire. Like maybe you should just.
If he's made the money, I mean, if he's made that good money, he could probably retire.
We'll have to see how much money he gets from that.
Pulled in the end. What's
Okay,
he working on?
I'm trying to look at this stuff. I never got to ask you this, and I'm gonna ask the question, and you can say whether we talk about it on pod or not. I want to hear the story of what went down between you and the girl that you were talking to whenever I had to go talk with Jimmy. Like the reason why I was over there
Where?
talking to Jimmy was because I was trying to leave you alone because you were risen up a girl.
Oh, I don't actually. Well, so yes and no. Unfortunately, when I'm not trying to flirt is when I'm actually pretty good at flirting. And so I was just trying to kill time because I wanted you to spot me. And so I saw you were talking kind of, or I turned around and saw you were talking with him, so I talked with her longer. But she's a senior going into Western. She wants to do police cadet, then go and join the FBI. And so,
Did you give her your brother's
beautiful,
card?
great personality. Huh? What?
I said you give her your brother's card.
No, I'm not letting him get that before me. Anyway,
Sorry, it was. I had to. Continue.
Right, right. No. But I was just trying to talk with her, see how she's doing.
Yeah.
I've been talking, like, I've seen her there on and off for over a year, I guess, or about a year.
And what?
But,
And what
you
about
know,
front desk girl?
well, I think she's like 18,
Really?
19. Oh yeah.
She looks older than that.
I mean, maybe. I mean, the oldest we're
Maybe
shooting
it's
at
the
is 20,
glasses. Maybe it's the glasses is why she looks older.
probably. And don't get me wrong, great personality, very attractive, would love to, but I'm sitting here like, would you date somebody 8 years older than you? Right. So
I also tend to forget how old you are.
I'm an
Sorry,
old man.
how
I
young
was
you are.
old.
How young you are. Sorry.
Yes, yes. Young. I'm just young in reverse. That's what I always tell people.
Young in reverse, like a Uno reverse card.
Yeah, when I run into like older people, they're like, "Oh, no, I'm old." I'm like, "Nah, you're just young in reverse."
But you know how to make yourself feel young?
What?
You get with a woman twice your age.
How is that, Matt? By the way.
It's been great. It's been great.
Fair enough. I mean, no complaints, right?
Maybe about to do it again. Who knows?
I mean, we gonna see
Who
apparently.
knows?
I'm interested to hear for sure.
Don't worry, I'll probably come back
Although
here.
I'm just gonna,
I'll be like texting you here
I'm,
in like 2 hours, and I'll be like, "Man, I couldn't fucking do it. Fuck, 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 fuck."
bro, are you still up? Do you want a game? What do you want? As
Yeah,
I
you're
sit
gonna
here
be
and I'm
like,
like playing FIFA half asleep.
"Bro, go to sleep." You probably won't even text me back.
No, I'd text you back if I'm awake.
No, you'll be like passed out with a movie on.
That is also a very strong possibility.
Yeah, I know better.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the moment I've been up. Move the. We're going on 20 hours.
That's gnarly. Now,
Yeah, yeah. In 50 minutes it'll be 20 hours.
so stay up while I'm gone, and then when I get back, we're gonna play Xbox all night long, so I can get you in some real good zombies games, and then we're gonna go to the gym, and then
No, that's just physical exhaustion to death. What?
no, I want you to start seeing stuff because I've done that.
I.
I've done that at the gym with you before. I've been like seeing things, but like trying to work out.
What were you seeing, bro?
Well, just like
What were the good
normally it's
cookies
like
were
little
on,
black
man?
fireflies. They're just like, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah, when your eyes are. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
called almost passing out.
or like, well, yeah, I've definitely done that a whole bunch. I've mastered the craft of passing out. My sister came up to me the other day. She goes, I was telling my friend the other day about when you passed out in that trash can, and I just left you there because I didn't know what to do, so I went back inside. And I was like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, it was
Right?
such a good
Like,
time. It was literally
yeah, why
like
don't you go away now?
we had like the little. It was like 3 or 4 steps up onto our little porch. So you like
Right.
walk out of the trailer, and I go down like 1 or 2 of those steps, and then it was just, and there was
Dang.
there was like a trash can that was at the side of the bottom and it had got water in it. It was wintertime, so it had frozen,
Right.
and I just fell over into it, broke through the ice into the water, and then fell over to the snow with just that water rushing through there. And my sister just went back inside.
That's hypothermia.
That one wasn't fun.
Bro. Your sister's tried to kill you.
And now I'm got Valigo, or whatever it's called, because of my autoimmune disease.
What's it called? Oh, vertigo?
No, Valigo.
Valigo. I don't know that one.
Viligo.
And this is the like hypertension to passing out.
No, it's that's called POTS. Funny enough,
Oh,
the one from me passing out, it's POTTS. It's like porthio or postural orthostatic tachycardia tension syndrome or something like that.
I mean that's pretty close, I imagine.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Google it real quick.
Postural orthostatic tachycardia. Hey, this says it only has one T. I swear it had two. What? No, they're lying to me. Well, I guess they're not. Wow, all this time I thought it had two T's.
And it doesn't?
Apparently not. How's?
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh gosh, let's see the. I want to see what the Google doctor says about POTS. Symptoms can range from mild to severe. For some, the condition is debilitating and has a major impact on day-to-day life. However, the condition can be well managed and most people find their symptoms to improve after years of Gatorade. Gatorade all day,
Especially after we work out.
every day, nothing else. That's why I was so trippy about whenever we started going to the sauna, because I was like, I'm going to sweat on my shit out, I'm going to die. Oh, and then Will's going to have
Yeah,
to like carry
when you
me to
first
my
told me
car.
that, I was like, maybe we shouldn't sauna.
But
Like,
nothing bad's
maybe
happened
not.
yet, so.
Well, that's because I also make you chug water before we go in there.
Just today. You don't normally make me do that.
I've done it at least once before.
Well, that day we were already just sharing the water because I was dying that day. I was extra dehydrated that day.
Fair enough. That must have been a basketball day.
I think it was actually. It was that, uh, and then a chest day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
it was
rough. Yeah.
basketball right into bench, and
Yeah,
then I think we did
and that
like,
was probably the eight set of bench.
and then I think we also that day did like dumbbell curls or something over with the dumbbells because we were at the
Yeah,
dumbbells.
because we
We
would
were
have
at the
done
dumbbells when I was
chest and
like, I
bicep.
need a drink. I need a drink. And then you were
Yeah.
like, just take this.
Yeah, just use this, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I'm dying.
Because like you so often won't go for it, and I'm like, I always keep water on me. Like, just use it.
I know, but I usually mean to like have mine.
Things
Ooh.
happen, bro.
Oh God, Will.
What? You gonna do it?
She's got Snapchat. Some picture and
I mean, if you
said I
say
just
we just game anyway.
she said I just
So,
dried my hair. And like bad influence.
yeah, I will then be the good influence. You don't go. Stay in stay in game.
But what if I go over there and she tries to diddle me and I tell her no? Then it'll be fine.
I mean, you're not looking for the relationship, so
That's right. Exactly.
so what else is there reason to
Just
go?
human interaction. Remember the other day when
Fair
we were,
enough.
remember the other
I
day
mean,
when we were talking about just like the I don't know, like the skin
cuddling
contact.
and holding hands. Yeah,
Yeah, just like all
I
that
get
kind of
it.
stuff.
Physical touch is our love language, brother.
Yeah. So I just have to not be an idiot
Well,
afterwards.
I mean,
Did I
I'll
get
do
on my
it.
knee like
No, I want to
I
try that.
love you, marry me. Run away to Vegas with your 4 children.
Wasn't she? Wasn't she just talking to some dude or something? She kicked him out, right?
Exactly, and that's another reason. Like, what, I look like a gigolo? Do I look like a gigolo?
I mean, I could see it.
I
Yeah,
don't.
some of the stories I've heard, I think you do too.
Okay. But what's the difference between when I told those stories then and when I tell those stories now?
Not much. It's just the concept of the age difference, kind of like, it's just I've always kind of had this thought like maybe he was getting like a little money on the side and was the like escort, getting a little just saying. Wipe Matt out with that one.
What I was gonna say was like back then it was like I'm doing this and it's horrible but it's awesome and
I
and
mean, I remember those days too, yeah.
yeah, and now it's kind of like, well, I did this, but here's why I did it, and this is why you shouldn't do that. Like now, there's like a now it comes more with the lesson
Learning.
attached.
Yes.
Before they were
Yes.
just
So
like,
what do you
I'm
think
a
the
crazy
lesson from this
psychopath.
one
Blah, blah,
be?
blah, blah. Do it.
Yeah, yeah, I work with that one.
Yeah, you did. You know, it was good time.
I still do. I still do.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dang, those are some
Anyway.
Staples days, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could
Those
go.
were the
I wish I
days.
could go back to them again, but just do them a little differently, but still do, but still like just watch all that craziness unfold again. Cause like
Yeah, I think there are one or two things I would have
it
changed.
feels more like a TV show than like anything that actually happened. And that's just because
It
that
really we could make a sitcom about that.
maybe that's just because we were high all the time.
It's a strong possibility, yeah. But like
But
it
like
really did feel like a
everything was
TV show
like,
because you, me, and Ray ran that building.
and we did some crazy. Do you remember like?
Yeah, we did,
Do
bro.
you remember when I came back in with my shirt on fire from lighting that car, smoking out of that car
Yeah.
lighter, and I came back in and my shirt was still like burning
Burned, singed. Yeah. Bro, do you remember when we were hiding in the storage room, like up on the
up on the
the
bubble wrap?
tops of stuff? Yeah. And they let
Uh,
us unpack that thing. Like, what were they thinking?
but
We did truck. That was our thing. We did truck.
truck was so fun, dude.
It kind
And
of
I had like
was.
shown
It
enough
really was.
initiative that there was points where they were like, "All right, Matt, go on, just go do it." And I was like, "Oh," because the only person that I had to deal with was Tabitha, and I had Tabitha wrapped around my finger, so I could do whatever I wanted to.
You really did. I didn't ever have that,
Dude, it
but
was
since we
so.
were close, she treated me with some modicum of.
I told you how all that started. Like the
Yeah,
first, like the first way I ever said anything about it. The very first
was
seed
what?
that I planted. We were
No, I don't remember.
we were like she was putting stuff up like up the top, and I was saying at like the bottom of the ladder, like pushing the ladder forward and everything. And I was like, I like it like popped in my head, and I was like, you know, I had a dream about you last night. And she said, oh, you did you? What was it? And I was like, well, I don't know if I can tell you that or not. And then for just like a
Yeah.
week straight, you know how she was. She'd get like obsessed about something you said. If you said something, she'd be like, "Why did you
Uh-huh.
say that? Why did you say that? Why did you say that?" And
Oh my
so,
goodness, dude, it was high school. Like there was so much
yeah,
drama in
it
that
was,
building.
it was. So I played with it. That's what I did, dude. I just would poke all the
You did
fires.
play with the fire.
I would just poke all the fires with a stick and be like, "Hey," and play with everybody's
Dude,
drama fires.
who was the
What?
girl who was always at the register? And because she was so hot, I always wanted to try and talk with her, but she had like two or three kids already.
Ashley?
Ashley, that's who it was.
I think LeVar liked Ashley too.
I don't blame him. Dude, LeVar, that's his name.
LeVar is the LeVar's a goat. I talked to him not that long ago too. LeVar was so sick, man.
Dude, he was so chill.
I think he lost his mind though. Why is this so?
Wait, how so?
I think he's like, I don't know. He like became a rapper,
Oh,
and
yeah, for some reason I thought I saw something about like family split or something.
yeah, I was gonna say like, yeah, I don't think he's with his family anymore. Like, I don't know, man. I think he started doing his hood shit again. I think that's
Yeah,
what
I can
happened.
see it. Because he always like talked about it. I
Yeah,
think he kind of missed it.
and I think he was taking them pills a lot too. because his back was real fucked up, and the
Yeah,
VA
them
wasn't
pain
helping him
meds.
out that much. So I think he probably got back on the shit too. Which sucks, man.
Man,
Dude, LeVar was that guy, man.
he was, and he was a good influence. We didn't always see eye to eye, but like he was always a pretty like intellectual, chill dude.
He was like, I don't know, dude. Like he was so cool. Like I was almost intimidated to ever talk to him. But we were always so chill that like I wasn't intimidated at the same time.
Right? Like I never worried about going and talking to LeVar.
Yeah, dude, LeVar was so sick. He'd be out there smoking. I'd go out there and be like, "Hey, man, what's up?" Just sitting there
Yeah,
because we both smoked Newports
man.
too.
That's what got me a couple times was like I always had to cover the register because everybody else in the whole building went on to smoke break, and I was like, bro, I'd like to go out there and hang too. Like, come on, you, Ray, LeVar, and I'm pretty sure Chris, whenever he was there, I'm just like,
Well, yeah,
man,
everybody did.
everybody I talked
Andrew,
to is right out that door, huh?
Andrew,
Andrew,
Moose would steal a drag every now and again.
yeah,
I always sat there smoking. He'd be like,
and then
hey man, can I see that?" And I'm like, "Do you don't smoke?" And he's like, "Sometimes I do." And I was like, "All right, buddy, here you
sometimes
go." I do you
somebody
remember?
brought a pin one day.
Do you remember when I won that poker tournament?
Oh yeah.
Um, I had to pull this picture out of retirement like I have to do every so often. You
Oh,
remember Nick?
sweet. Yeah.
Nick was
I only
great,
met him
dude.
once, dude.
Nick was great. That dude was an animal.
Uh, I think I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were a few guys that I only met like once or twice because I never really got to go to Moose as much.
Which sucks, dude. It was
I wasn't related to everybody, and while we were cool, it wasn't like I didn't really like. I think it was three when I got close with you and Ray, and then like 3 months before I left, 3 or 4 is when it finally like everybody started click. Stuff happened outside of work, you know. Because I think it was around Thanksgiving when we did that potluck.
bro, that
Do you
potluck
remember
was
that?
crazy. The one with
Dude, that
the one with
was
the
because
table back there
everybody
on the
was lit.
chair pad, and somebody got that strobe light as a
Uh-huh.
gift.
Yep.
Yeah, Tom was so fucking drunk.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. And then
He was already
Christmas
drunk
was
during the day, like during the work day. He was definitely drunk during that party.
my.
He was lit up, and
I didn't realize that
we were
until the
just talking
very
shit
end.
about the Broncos. Oh my god, he would get so mad, but he'd be slurring, and he'd already be shaking because he had Parkinson's.
Yep. Yeah, I wonder how he's doing.
I see him every now and again outside by his garage, but
Oh, does he live
I know he's not doing.
out there?
He lives like a mile before where my where's Tyler's grandparents live at.
Oh, okay.
On like on what's that road called? West Main Street or I don't know. It's one of those little main streets. The one that
Mm.
goes um like if you're in the circle and you take it, you go through the two little roundabouts and you go up past like Danny's Tobacco. Wow.
I'm not an
You don't know where
E-town
Danny's
guy. I don't know.
Tobacco is? They
Uh-uh.
sell legit like before like the smoke shops came up. Danny's was that place that you would go and buy your cigarette filters and like your just bags of tobacco to roll your own cigarettes. Like it was like an authentic country store gas
Kind of
station
smoke
smoke
shop.
shop.
Oh, okay.
But it's owned by a bunch of
Now
Indians,
they're
so it really doesn't make
it's
any
what?
sense. It's owned by like a bunch of like Indians,
Oh, I've been there once.
but it's like
Uh,
the most country get your breakfast and pop here for your hard working man. little store that you've ever seen. They have a deli in it.
That's funny.
Like you can order like little handmade sandwiches and stuff like that. They have like meats.
Dude, on 61 on my way home, there's one that's called like JHK or something. Everybody always tells me they have really good burgers that you can like get in there. And it's the same thing. They're run by an Indian family. I swear it's a thing.
Yeah, but I don't know how much detail I can get into on that. On the conspiracy theories I have revolving that topic.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
My conspiracy theories get me in trouble, as you know, because you get to hear them.
I do on the daily. I was actually trying to think of something else to say right there. I'm like, crap. What can I jump to? Soccer, baseball. So, what are the odds you think that the Astros play Tampa Bay in the playoffs? Because we're gonna make it. Like, there's no way. I don't think we do.
That'd be so funny. Be like,
It would
dang.
suck.
Be like, dang, y'all stop cheating and now you can't even make it to the playoffs. Damn.
Actually, we quit cheating and won two. Won one. We went to three.
Cheated all three of them.
No, sir.
All of them.
You have no evidences.
Look it
On the
up.
first one, you got evidence. On the first one,
Look it up, Buster.
all right, all right. When
He's out there.
we
Fuck
get
the
off here,
Astros.
I'll
Fuck
be
the
I'll be
Astros.
googling it.
Fuck that.
Hey, and your Rays are how many World Series?
No, they became a team. What year?
I don't know, 99.
Yeah, I think 99, 2000.
Okay. I was totally spitballing there. I was like, crap, they're a newer one.
Pretty close. It might
from-
actually have been 98, but
I mean, close.
let me see.
So in your first, I mean, running on your first 25 years, you'll have been to the playoffs. So
Yeah, 98, and they had a record of 63 and 99.
hey, at least the A's are going to be worse than that this year.
Oh man, what are they at?
Uh, I don't even think they broke 40 yet.
There's no way. There's no way. They're 30 and 78?
Uh-huh.
30 and 78?
Uh-huh.
You're
Yeah.
a Major League Baseball team.
No, they're not.
How are they that bad?
They're going to Vegas, bro. Didn't you hear?
But how are they so bad? So what are they going to do? Go to Vegas and get drunk and drink their sorrows away and become even worse?
Well, dude, Oakland never showed. Well, they've got loyal fans, but nobody was really coming out, so they just sold everybody, and then they
Because
kept selling
they're
everybody, which
freaking
made no one want to come
garbage.
out. And the stadium was garbage. Like it was breaking up. There were possums living in one of the teleprompters.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm here for, Belgium. So, I'm okay with them moving. They're still going to be in my division, and Vegas will probably make them money, but it'll be a couple of years. I've already had my dynasty. I'd love to see us continue it, but
What dynasty?
we've been going since 16. I mean,
This is not
covering
a
7 years.
dynasty.
That's been to 4 World
That
Series,
is
bro.
not a
Like,
dynasty.
I'm gonna disagree, but
You're
that's why I'm a
undervaluing the
fan.
word dynasty. Dynasty is
Okay,
like
so
Michael Jordan Bulls, Steph Curry Warriors.
what do the I mean, the Yankees won what 8 in a row one time? Do I need
That
4 in a
would be a
row to be a
dynasty.
dynasty?
When you're like looked upon as the best team in that sport year after year after year after year, you're a dynasty.
Well, then whatever
When
team
it's just
LeBron's on,
absurd, when
obviously
it's
has a
just
dynasty.
absurd, ungodly dominance year after year for several years, then you're a dynasty.
Real Madrid.
Probably,
I
yeah.
hate them too. Uh, anyway,
Well, like when the season starts and you're like, why are we even having the regular season? This team's gonna win the NBA championship, and they do.
I mean, a lot of people were taking the Astros up there, top three to win. So consistently every year we've been right
Yeah, but
up
I'm
there.
not talking about like in the talks. I'm saying that you're like, oh no, they're gonna win.
Bro, we've been to four World Series in 7 years.
I got cheated for like 3 of them. Minimum of two. Minimum of two.
I will do the research, and if there
You
isn't
guys
enough
cheated
for
against the Rays.
either,
You guys cheated against the Rays. Fuck you.
and you're just bitter, we
Because
still
you
beat y'all,
cheated.
and we watched every game together.
That was our year. You cheated. Randy Rosengren was on fire.
uh, I have no sympathy. Dude, we watched every game of that series together.
No, we didn't.
I thought we did. Because we
No,
watched because that
I
was the
watched
year
one of
that
them
like
at Jonah's parents' house.
I know we watched the one the Astros clinched on, and I know we watched the first one.
I don't think we watched the clinch one because I think I was not very happy. I
I
don't think I
remember.
watched that one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I
Was
would
that
have
a
wanted
game of
company
three
for
or
that.
five? Was that a three, five, or seven?
5 maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
But on that note, sir, we were at an hour and a half.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Flies by with good conversation, doesn't it?
Yeah,
See,
for real.
it's nice to hop on the pod, ain't it?
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Good on there, just
I'll
have
have to try
straight
this again.
conversation. You're not like messing around doing a whole bunch of other things. You're just kind of sitting
Yeah,
there
I'll
talking,
have to
which
get
is
a
your
desk
favorite
cleared.
thing to do.
It is up there among my favorite things, yes.
But anyways, I did my job. We did it, and
Okay,
it didn't explode, and we didn't die. And I think the stream actually ran pretty smoothly for majority of the time. So
rock on.
heck yeah then.